grew up in a slum in the eastlands of Nairobi called Soweto. It's not very easy with the challenges of poverty, unemployment for the young people, violent crimes, drugs. The list is endless, HIV and AIDS. It's very, very difficult.
When I was growing up, I came from a middle-class family. I was brought up to say please and thank you. I was brought up really well. I knew right from wrong. My family was amazing, absolutely fantastic.
I have 3 brothers and 3 sisters, and my father don't have a good income and they not give me a good opportunity.
Last year, I lost my father. I was left with the responsibility of taking care of my mom, who doesn't have a job and she's sick a lot of times, and my little brothers and sisters who were pretty young.
We have a very young nation. A lot of people in our country are in school or trying to find a job or just trying to navigate themselves in that area.
I rebelled against my middle-class upbringing. I decided that going out and clubbing with my friends from college was more important than staying and studying.
When my age is 11, I'm run away my home. I picked some money in my father's pocket, and 6 months I'm working in railway station.
The jobs that are being offered are usually offered to people with more experience in education, and when you're young you don't have that much experience, so they end up getting involved in drugs and gangs and criminal activity.
From the age of 18 I went and lived in a little bed sit on my own. I didn't work and I spent every weekend out raving, doing speed, ecstasy, smoking cannabis, taking cocaine sometimes.
We have a large youth population in the prison system as well.
One night I was stupid enough and naive enough to carry a really large amount of ecstasy into a nightclub, and I was searched and caught with them, and I was arrested and I didn't go home for a year.
I went to an informal school in Soweto slum. At the beginning I didn't quite understand what the award was about and what exactly it was going to do and how it was going to help.
They asked me, what do you want your in skill? And I answered to photography.
When I went and did the expedition and climbed the hills and camped out for one night, I thought that was fun, and achieving all that really inspired me to want to do more in the award.
I thought nobody would want to ever speak to me ever again, but the award leader wrote me a letter and said, we haven't given up on you and you can still do your award. We'll support you to do your award while you're in prison. I'm
so much more what I am today because of the experiences I've had in the award. The award has done a lot in terms of building my self-esteem and raising my self-confidence. If I hadn't been involved in the award, I would either be dead or in prison.
They never ever gave up on me, and even when I left prison I still had to obviously do my expedition, and I would go on expedition weekends and not be able to cope with them and leave, and they would say just have a space and you've got to your 25, you can do this, and then they come back to me a few months later and say okay, let's try again.
After Gold Award, the award support me continue. So that is good part of my life.
The award changed my life. I really believe that they gave me back my self-confidence, and that has taken the award believing in me. We're talking 12, nearly 13 years now.
Award changed my life because now I'm a professional photographer, and in Delhi I have good name.
I am able, through what I do with the award, to provide for myself and provide for my family.
I've been into my own prison and talk to young offenders now and tell them there is hope for every single one of you. The award has the potential really to, with your own work, change your whole life.
What the award does is to awaken that sense of responsibility.
The most important thing of the award in any country in the whole world is that the award gives them a sense of purpose and a sense of worth and self-esteem.
It just creates so many opportunities for young people to develop businesses, to develop themselves, to really make real changes.
Whatever level you're at, whether you've got a disability, wherever you come from, however your own sort of learning skills are, it doesn't matter, there's something for you.
One thing I know is the power to change the world and to develop their world is in the people.
In Belize, I think it really helps us to be a little bit more conscious of our environment and how we can play an active role in molding our environment.
In the slums, people get sick because the drainage system is blocked with a lot of garbage. So we have a group of young people doing the award, coming up and deciding to do cleanup exercises every month.
The award program is so a part of Belize growing. It's like Belize is an actual young person, and this is helping Belize to develop character and good, sustainable people so that they can play an active role in the country's development.
The award gives you a future. It gives you a future of employers, it gives you a future of colleges and further education. The most important thing of all is how you feel about yourself.
The award has empowered them to change their world for themselves. And if everyone had the opportunity to do that, I mean, wouldn't we be living in a better world today? Yeah.